Hello and welcome to the November edition of our Year of Flowers videos and tutorials. So this month an awful lot's happened, and the frosts this week have marked the end of the flower season proper, which we never quite know when that's going to happen. Sometimes it's in mid-October, sometimes mid-November. That means now that the flowers are vastly reduced and your buckets will look a little bit different. So we'll have bits of dried foliage, grasses and our beloved chrysanthemums. So in the garden the dahlias have been completely taken down by the frosts, and we're just going to wait for them to go back a little bit more to be blackened before we start lifting them out. Elsewhere we've lifted up all the tender plants and put them in the greenhouse, and we've begun planting out the ranunculus and clearing beds ready for winter preparation.
Hi and welcome to your penultimate Year of Flowers tutorial. Autumn has completely descended on the farm. It is an extremely miserly grey day today, and the frost came and just took all the flowers last week. So what does that mean out of season? How do you work with British flowers out of season? And the answer is chrysanthemums and then just this beautiful array of dried stuff. So for this month, what I really want to do is I'm going to create a lovely vase arrangement which is really sculptural and kind of architectural, based around all this glorious dried elements of honesty, teasels, the miscanthus and this glorious twisted willow. And then we're going to weave the chrysanthemums through that. And the chrysanthemums will obviously die, but they do go for ages. They are incredible flowers that will go and go and go. But then once they've gone, I would like to encourage you that we're just going to remove them and you'll just be left with this beautiful dried arrangement. So I'm going to start with this beautiful twisted willow, which is just so nice. We've taken the leaves off just to expose these incredibly sculptural branches. And I'm just going to put these in, and I want them to simply form a very, very loose, quite wild architectural frame within the vase. I'm going to leave some quite high and some I'm going to take shorter. But to be perfectly frank, you could just put these in a vase and be done with it on their own, and they will see you through until spring. They are such beautiful stems. Woo! So they are going to fall about, they're going to be quite annoying initially, but as I get more and more elements in, they're going to hold their frame, and I don't want them to be too splayed. I want them to be quite upright and vertical, with one stem in particular coming up to a much higher point. So now I'm going to go in with a bit more bulk, which will be in the form of the teasels and the grasses, and these branches will help to really create that sense of bulk within the vase, and hopefully give it all a lot more structure so it stops falling around quite so much. And this is the honesty that we showed you, I think, was it in the January video that we were growing, and we have now harvested it, taken it in, peeled it, dried it, stored it, so that when it comes around to these fallow times of year, we still have beautiful things to work with and provide. So I've created the dried frame, and then into that I'm going to weave my chrysanthemums. And as I said, you know, once they start going over, you just pull them out and you'll just be left with this, which you can add flowers to if you wish, or, I mean, just leave it as it is until after Christmas. It's absolutely beautiful. Avignon chrysanthemums and these tarantula ones, which are just kind of like a firework. And that colour, that sort of muted pink, antique pink against the faded brown of the dried elements it just sings to me, quite frankly. So when your chrysanthemums have died and have gone over and you've plucked them out, and you will retain this dried arrangement, please remember to remove the water, because obviously they're dried and they don't need to be drinking, and that will just prevent them from rotting. And that's it. Enjoy your November bucket of flowers.